So now that we've successfully broken down all of the major elements of the film, what would you give the film overall and why? Like what worked, what didn't, and how did you arrive at your final rating, as it were?
7.5 out of 10. Definitely. Story doesn't have much of rewatching ability. I mean, you can't just watch it again after you know the puzzle, but that's just in its nature. It's not really its own fault. There's no sin there. It's just what it is. The acting was pretty good. It was nothing that pulled me out of the moment. But there were a few aspects of it with Robert Downey Jr. And then we have cinematography, the cutting and editing. There was nothing out of the ordinary. I thought it was done well. The setting was done well, presented well. But well doesn't mean great. It doesn't always mean it's good. It just means it was a well-made film. It was entertaining. It was definitely watchable. But it wasn't a blockbuster hit. It definitely was not a blockbuster hit. So on that note, that's why I give it a 7.5 out of 10. As there was one more point I wanted to make before we ended this.
Oh yeah, sure, go ahead.
And it was something about emotion. Every movie that you've ever seen, any good movie, in every book, every story that's ever told, no matter what kind of media format it's in, what kind of entertainment format it's in, is supposed to give you emotions and the story gives you like an emotional roller coaster. A lot of times people use as an analogy a roller coaster ride for your emotions, up and down, with the climax going up and then getting down. And this movie in particular did not pull my emotions at all. I don't know about you, and me personally, it didn't pull it. So that was another factor that I forgot to mention, is the reason why I brought it down so low.
Well, I think that for me, from an emotional standpoint, I was emotionally invested a lot in the relationship between Watson and Holmes, because they had great chemistry, and also the relationship between Adler and Holmes. I thought they had great chemistry too. But as far as the story overall, no, it wasn't emotionally gripping, so it's kind of half and half for me.
Maybe I'm just too callous, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too callous.
Yeah, I can understand a bit what you're saying, though. It was a half and half for me. As far as me and my overall rating, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, and I really wasn't expecting to give it that high rating. I was very trepidatious when I found out that they were making a live-action Sherlock Holmes film, because I've read all the novels, and to my knowledge, and again, if I'm wrong, viewers, feel free to correct us, because we're not at all ashamed to admit that we're not perfect here. But as far as I know, Sherlock Holmes has only been done in TV movies or direct-to-DVD movies or television series, like the Sherlock Holmes mysteries on CBS that are like they just pick one novel and do that story type of thing. So other than The Great Mouse Detective, which was like the Disney salute to Sherlock Holmes,
Yep.
which if you haven't seen that, we should talk about that sometime, or I will, because that's a great little film in itself. It's far, far better than anything I could have anticipated. I thought the acting was brilliant. Some of the chemistry, as I said, was really good. Cinematography, camera work, editing was just amazing. So I have to give it an 8 out of 10. And I guess that's it, unless there's anything you wanted to add before we sign off, Chris.
You like the word trepidatious. You like the word trepidatious? That's a fancy pants word. I'm just saying. It is a fancy pants word.
Yeah, I guess I do like the word trepidatious. That wasn't, I wasn't trying to be, Mr. Smart Books, but maybe I was channeling Holmes. Who knows?
Maybe.
But yeah, I really enjoyed doing this review with you, man, because like I told you before, I think you're really knowledgeable about movies, and I hope if the comments on this review are good from the viewers, I hope you might be enticed to go pick up a camera and start doing this yourself.
I don't know about that. To me, this experience was awful. I hated it. We'll never do it again. Actually, no. Honestly, it's all right doing this stuff. It's pretty cool. I don't mind.
I really enjoyed this, and I hope all of you viewers did too. And I'll see you next time. This is Reality According to the Razman and
Chris.
And Razman style is not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.